How it goes, the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great evening. Definitely nice, another beautiful, busy day, but no complaints all at the same time. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed yourselves. My hometown, the DMV area, is a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day Saturday today. The weather was nice, on the money. Nothing bad to say. And it's like I said, nowadays you get to appreciate just some beautiful weather, being able to get out and do some things and gonna just have a little quick conversation about the fourth stimulus check. But before I get into it, I see my man Antonio Flores made it down to Fremont, down in Las Vegas. I've been giving him nothing but praise and whatnot, because this is his first time going to Vegas. And it's nice to see Las Vegas being open again during the pandemic and whatnot. And you see people out there wearing their masks and being safe and all that good stuff. So nothing but love and respect to that. So Antonio, man, hopefully you enjoying yourself out there in good old Las Vegas. Definitely, a great place to be, especially with the pandemic and all that. But tonight's topic, I'll be talking about the fourth stimulus check. We know, will there be a fourth one? Now, I'm not being an advocate of people that need to be dependent on the government when it comes to money and assistance and whatnot. A lot of people get, excited and things of that nature. And I just hope that people get excited so that they can put themselves up on a higher level economically later on in the future and not just be at a point where, they're only buying stuff, because we all know these stimulus packages, they've always been just meant for people. They know most people are just going to spend their money. Most people are going to blow it on stuff that actually stimulates the economy. I've been saying, hey, it's time for people to get used to not only stimulating the U.S. economy or the global economy, but start stimulating their own economy all at the same time. But a lot of times people don't see it that way, and I get it. It's hey, it's your money. You do what you do at the end of the day. But I am a big advocate of hey, a lot of corporations utilize the government to make money, to make a living. I mean, you look at a company like a Boeing, a Lockheed Martin, a Mantech, Khaki. There's nothing wrong with that. They utilize the government utilizes their services, not only federal but state governments, local governments, foreign governments. They utilize corporations at their disposal to ensure that they actually do create products and service and actually provide services for them so that they can function and that they can run their countries, states, and cities effectively and whatnot. Big corporations, small companies, they all the time they are assisting the government. So a lot of people do a great job of capitalizing on the government. Anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Hey, tax dollars getting used for things to help people out. I think it's a beautiful thing. I don't see nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Um, it's called a win-win situation. It's like when you go to the store, you buy something, you're getting, your money's going to that business owner, and you're getting the product that you paid for. So it's the same thing. Getting a good bang for the buck, just like taxpayers. They like to get their best bang for the buck when it boils down to they pay taxes for certain things and they want to see the roads looking good, the schools looking great, being efficient, law enforcement, fire departments, list goes on and on. But anyways, my point at the end of the day, because I could rant about this all day, every day. um, my point of the matter when it comes to stimulus money is that, okay, there's a possibility of a fourth stimulus check. We've had this stimulus check number 3 we've had come out, and then you've had parents that are banking on getting a regular monthly stimulus check, depending on if they qualify for it. So I think it's a come up for a lot of people. I look at it for a lot of people. Especially if you're working now, if you're not working, you're still on unemployment, it's a different story. But even then, you should at least still be in a position where you're at least trying to save some money if you can. But I look at this opportunity for all stimulus as a come up for working people if they have the right mindset, if they kept their debts down, if they utilized this last year, because it's been over a year now that COVID happened, to get more financially educated. This is an opportunity for people to get on a come up. However, a lot of people, will they take advantage of that? I don't know. That, I can't answer that question for somebody else's life, because like I said, I can't tell people what to do with their lives, but there is a possibility of there being a fourth stimulus check. Okay. And I will go over real quick verbatim, because I think this week and next week should be the last weeks of the third stimulus check actually coming out and all that good stuff. And, people getting the tax, the child credit, things of that nature, even $3,600, I think it's a beautiful thing. A lot of parents have an opportunity to get their money right and to even not only just get their money right, but they have an opportunity to, create something for their children at the same time, investments, money towards a college fund, just, you never know. You just never know. I leave it at that. All right. But there's talks of a fourth stimulus check. Will there be one? That is the question. But if it is, let me know in the comment section how any of the stimulus funding that you've received has helped you out from a saving perspective, from an investment perspective, from a cutting debt down perspective. I mean, like I said, this is especially if you're still working, it's different for the people that have been on unemployment, and my heart goes out for those people. It's like, but even then, it's like a lot of people that have been on unemployment. I've already talked about the stories 1,000 times about a lot of them have actually created other opportunities by being on unemployment. Heck, we even remember there was instances where people were, minimum wage workers, but they were like in the beginning of the pandemic, they were making 10 times the amount of money that they were making on unemployment than they were at their actual job. So, like I said, for a lot of people, it's been a come up. I can't put it any other way. It's been a come up for a lot of people. The actual stimulus packages, the actual pandemic. For a lot of people, it's been hard, but for a lot of people, it's been a financial come up. Not a lot of companies have been created during the pandemic. Okay, a lot of people are actually getting paid more money. A lot of people had an opportunity to invest and save more money. Okay. And because you have over 60 lawmakers that are now trying to further direct additional payments and whatnot when it comes to stimulus and things of that nature. So I get it. I understand it. Like I said, am I in favor for people always getting money from the government? No, but I am in favor if you're in a position of getting extra money and whatnot, then you should be in a position where you can save and invest more. It's all about putting yourself in the right position, but will you take advantage of it? That is the question. You know what I mean? So you have a chance of a fourth stimulus check. You even have a multitude of economists saying that there should be more stimulus provided. And like I said, that's another perspective. I get that. I actually get that, especially for a lot of businesses and whatnot, because we know if a lot of businesses go under, then parts of the economy go under, and then nobody wants to see anybody lose their job at the end of the day. Let's just be realistic about this. Nobody wants to see that. But that possibility is always out there. Okay. That's always a possibility. We will see what happens in that regards, but if there is a fourth stimulus check, I think, especially with the tax deadline being extended and you having a lot of people getting money back on their taxes plus their stimulus check, they have an opportunity to do a lot of great things. You've had a lot of businesses that have gotten access to more capital from the PPP loans or the grants and things of that nature. So that's another possibility, because at the end of the day, we see a lot of the economies opening up everywhere. It's like I've mentioned my friends that have traveled to Texas and Nevada, and most of the economy is opening up in a lot of states. And a lot of people are taking advantage of that. I mean, heck, I was out today and I saw a multitude of people out and about at events, on outside of concerts. People wearing the masks, things of that nature. But, outside concerts, people doing outside exercise classes and things of that nature. So more kids have gone back to school. So, it's interesting at the end of the day. I can't put it any other way. But the world is somewhat getting back to some sort of normalcy, even though wearing a mask has become the new norm. I think we can all appreciate that now. It's like, doing that, wiping down more. I mean, heck, even seeing hand sanitizer literally everywhere you go, from a McDonald's to a gas station. I mean, that's where we're at now. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. I don't see anything specifically wrong with people being, even though it's sad, you got to tell people to be more clean. Cleanliness is definitely next to godliness, but a lot of people are like children and they have to be constantly told what to do. I mean, it is what it is. You know, common sense isn't so common for a lot of people. You know what I mean? But I digress. But it's going to be interesting if there is one. I would like to see more funding actually created for, because I think a lot of working people are going to be good to go, but a lot more funding for businesses to get relief so that people can keep their jobs, you know, things of that nature. I would like to see more of that, and you know, just be able to go from there. You know, but I would like to see more of that, and you know, we'll see what happens. If you're watching, please do the great three free things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. That's always greatly appreciated. So please do that. Let me know what you think about the previous stimulus packages that have actually passed. You think it's been great for the economy, whether if it was Trump or Biden? You know, do you think that it was necessary for the economy? I mean, I'm gonna go with necessary because none of us wanted to see a repeat of the 2007, 2008 economic downturn. Let's just be realistic about that. None of us wanted to see that, but that was a reality. That was, you know, and if anybody wants to give me their perspective in regards to should there be a fourth stimulus check, let me know in the comment section. I will put the link in the comment section. Matter of fact, I'll do that now. And you can come on and chime on in and give me your perspective because, you know, for the most part, at the end of the day, I see things are looking on the up and up. I think things are working out for a lot of people, and you know, we can just go from there and see how everything works itself out all at the same time. But I see a lot of light at the end of the tunnel. People are feeling a lot more confident with the vaccines. People are feeling you know, a lot more confident to go. Because I've not only just run into a lot of people, but I've talked to a lot of people who were, you know, they got to the point where they weren't leaving the house, period. Like groceries being delivered. Um, you know, the workout was at home, everything online, obviously from work to school, et cetera, and so forth. So if you want to chime in and give me your perspective on the fourth stimulus check, I'll put the link in the chat room, bring you right up and, you know, give me your 2 cents and whatnot. But because I just think at the end of the day, it's an interesting conversation. Um, where things have gone and where things are actually going, just with the economy, all at the same time. A lot of people see a lot of uncertainty, but I see nothing but possibility at the end of the day. If we're going to be realistic about it, I see nothing but possibility. I see nothing but good things ahead for those who just have the right mind, you know, the right mindset, and the people who are surrounded by the right people at the same time. You know, but we'll see what happens because I know at the end of the day, Congress originally wanted it just to be kind of like Canada, just to have regular direct stimulus check payments every single month. But obviously, we knew that was not going to happen. With Trump or Biden, I didn't see that happening. You know, because a lot of people will probably call. I mean, yeah, it'd be a good thing. I'm not going to knock it, but I could just see a lot of people ranting and raving on both sides of the aisle. And remember, I don't take sides on this. I'm just talking economics. I don't care about political parties. It's you know, America's a beautiful country, and America's a country of capitalism. No matter who's in office, so money moves are going to be made no matter who's in office. Remember that. So when the media wants to scare the heck out of you when the next presidential election or congressional election comes along, remember money moves are going to be made regardless of who's in office. So you got to make money moves regardless of who's in office, or you will live broke like a fool. There's no arguing that. You know, that's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of a majority of the Democratic Party would like to have direct stimulus checks on a regular basis, but how likely will that happen? I don't see that happening anytime soon. They might have the possibility of getting a fourth stimulus check within the next couple of months, but even then, yet and still, what are people going to do? You know, what All right, fam. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. That's think that's the second time that's happened before. I mean, it's bound to happen eventually. You know, that's the beautiful thing about technology. Sometimes it loves you, sometimes it doesn't. I wonder where I got caught off at. But anyways, if anyone's watching, thank you for tuning in again. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know what happened, but like I said, with technology, eventually it's going to not be like Nationwide, and it's not going to be on your side. So, you know, I always expected this to happen eventually. But give me your opinions. Let me know what do you think in regards to actual being a fourth stimulus check out there. The fact that people, you know, want that a lot. I mean, obviously, a lot of people have been waiting for this third stimulus check to come out, and a lot of people happy. But like I said, I see a lot of people going on vacation now, so I hope they're not just throwing their stimulus money away in regards to, you know, going on vacations. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's going to have to happen eventually, because the whole purpose of it is for people to stimulate the economy and go from there. So I get it, but it's one of those it is what it is situations. And another thing is, before I even go further down the line, this is a good time for, you know, with it being such a stimulus world that we've lived in for the last year. This is a real good time for those people that are the creatives, the movers and the shakers, or people who don't mind doing a lot of things at home, not necessarily putting their business out there online or whatnot. But this is a good time for people to become the movers and shakers, and to we all have our creativity in our own little way. This is a great time for people to start putting their creativity out there and not just hiding it from the world. You know, from art to music to podcasting, content creation, things of that nature, to selling products, anything you've ever wanted to do. All right. Especially, like I said, I've encountered a lot of people who are on unemployment or were on unemployment, and they really used that moment. A lot of people said COVID, in a sense, saved their life. The pandemic, in a sense, saved their life, because they were working a job that they did not care for before the pandemic. They didn't have as much savings as they do now, thanks to unemployment, thanks to stimulus, things of that nature. Didn't actually own any stock, you know, didn't even have a 401k or any sort of retirement plan, didn't own a business, just so much was not happening. And with that extra time that a lot of people had on their hands, you know, you had the ones that like to screw around and just do whatever. But then you had those that actually just used that extra time as a reflection of their life and where their life was going. So kudos to my people that use the pandemic. It's not a moment to say, why me, but use this pandemic to say, try me. Okay. You didn't use this pandemic to say, why me? You said, you know what? I'm not going to let life just float on by me. You know, so kudos to those people that just use this moment to grow and be the best them that they could be, because it's easy to cry and whine, especially on social media nowadays. It's easy to complain, especially on social media nowadays. It's easy to scream, why me, woe is me. But it's very hard to say, you know what, try me, let's do this. You hit me a couple times, boom, boom, I'm getting back up. Let's go. You know, it's hard to be your own version of, you know, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, you know, Mike Tyson, the list goes on and on. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to realize it or not, but you step out into this world, you're in a boxing ring, and you're, in a sense, you're fighting for your life, whether it's physically or verbally, whatever you know, but you're physically fighting for your life, regardless of the profession you're in, regardless of the business that you run. Everything's a constant fight. You know, and you got to be ready to, you know, fight and defend yourself in the most appropriate manner, and fight for what you believe in the most appropriate manner, and fight for your passions in the most appropriate manner. You know, and a lot of people use the stimulus, they use the pandemic as an opportunity to do that. If you have not, it's time to start doing it. Okay, because the woe is me is not going to pay the bills. The woe is me is not going to increase and enhance your skills. The woe is me is not going to increase and enhance your lifestyle. But if you're totally happy with mediocrity, and you're totally happy with being basic, and you're totally happy with barely scraping by and living paycheck to paycheck, then have at it. But I really made this video tonight because it's like, okay, there's a possibility of a fourth stimulus check. Have the first 3 stimulus checks for those who qualified for it enhance their lives. You know, it's not the fact of, having a stimulus check. Oh, God almighty, I'm getting me a stimulus check. It's on and I'm going to do it. Yeah. It's like, no, that's not the point of this video. It's like, okay, you have an opportunity to get a little extra money. What are you going to do? What is the next step? Are you just going to be basic and just go on vacation? Are you just going to be basic and buy the new Jordans or the new Gucci or whatnot? Or are you actually going to make some moves that can have a significant impact on your life, whether it's from a fast standpoint or a slow standpoint? The choice is up to you. Choice isn't mine, because it's not my life, it's your life. I know what I did with my stimulus. I saved and I invested it. Very simple. I didn't need to get more complicated than that. It went to stocks, went to cryptocurrency, went to bonds, and a lot of it went into my savings account and whatnot. And some went into my business and my online store and things of that nature to enhance the products that I'm trying to sell and whatnot, and enhance the opportunities of me trying to wholesale real estate, things of that nature. That's my transparency of where my stimulus went to. Let me know what yours went to. You don't have to give me specifics and whatnot, but just give me a generalization of what your stimulus, if you qualified and obtained it, especially the parents and whatnot. This is, like I said, this is the opportunity for the parents to have their come up, but do they want to? But will there be a fourth stimulus check? I think it's going to be interesting. I think it will be. But it's and the funny thing is, most likely it will be, and it'll be right on time if you think about it, because for a lot of people, it's like, okay, yeah, there'll be a fourth stimulus check, and say the beginning or the middle of the summertime, and that's just a beautiful time because you see a lot of theme parks that are opening up. So, hey, and then you already got a lot of parents that are making a lot of money and a little bit extra money, whatnot, due to the new stimulus package. They're like, hey, let's do this. Let's go to Disneyland or Disney World, or Universal Studios, the King's Dominion, or Magic Mountain, or whatever you have around you. Because it's like I said, after a year, I get it. Okay, trust me on that one. After a year, I get it. People want to be able to go and have a good time and go from there. All right. But anyways, on that note, family, thank you for tuning in. Just wanted to give my 2 cents. Started on here a little bit later tonight, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Do the great 3 free things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, it's just a simple topic. Wanted to talk about the possibility of a fourth stimulus check that senators are still in Congress, congressional members are interested in implementing. And we'll see what happens between them and the Biden administration. See if it happens. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. But hey, the possibilities of it is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It's for the people that want to make moves in life, not the people that want to be stagnated. All right. So all I got to say is, hopefully you guys have a great night. Enjoy life. Enjoy time with your loved ones. Enjoy being, having fun with your friends. Don't ever take that stuff for granted. That's all I got to say. Because a lot of times we end up taking stuff like that for granted, and then somebody ends up passing away. And the opportunities, like, it's so, it's like if your friend wants to have a little fun, take a guy's trip, go on that guy's trip. Your girlfriend wants to take a girl's trip, go on that girl's trip. Your family wants to go on vacation, take that small mini vacation. Just don't make sure those things don't, go for broke. Your significant other wants to go someplace, go somewhere. Enjoy your life. You only get one, family. Can't put it any other way. All right. Does that mean you need to do that 5 times a year? No. It should be called a one and done. Especially if you're not in a position where you're making money all through the year, making it rain in your bank account. Because that's the only place anybody should be making anything rain, is in their bank account and their investments. Okay? That's just my personal opinion. But anyways, family, thank you for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. Like I said, eventually we'll have it, but it's all good in the neighborhood, family. Peace.